The late 70s and the 80s is what we call the action era in mainstream commercial Indian cinema. I call it the South Indian invasion. The Madras movies, the phase where you saw all those 100 200 dancers dancing around pots, pans and other such kitchen utensils. Amidst that phase, of course, there was a film that brought back love, a film that brought back romance, a film that brought back music. It was radically different from anything else that was being made in that era. The film that I'm talking about is Chandni. Chandni that made us all believe that when it comes to romance, there's no one like Yash Chopra. And here, we're in conversation with a man who altered geography by bringing Switzerland on the Indian map. Yash uncle.
Yeah.
We're talking about Chandni.
As you just said, there is era of violence, era of gory violence and glamour and what's so-called glamour.
Yeah, the completely action era.
At that time, I was also in a very confused mind. Before Chandni, 2 or 3 films were not worked according to my expectations. I can't say they were great movies also, because sometimes every man's life sometime comes that you try to compromise word.
Yeah.
Fastly or Kala Patthar was a great movie but didn't come up to the expectations box office. And Vijay was making a complete formula movie, everything in it. And one day I was traveling from my home to the Taj, and I saw the posters and hoardings of all the films. Only the weapons were changing, faces were the same, names were changing. Either pistol is there, or gun is there, or sword is there, or dagger is there, or everything is there. I call that era a saturation point of the violence.
Yeah.
I thought, where I'm getting lost in all this. I'm trying to compromise with myself. I'm trying to please take the tracks of the people who are there. I don't like those movies, but I want to take the movies. Just for what reason? For commercial reasons. I thought to myself, no, I won't burden this thing. I'll make a movie which will please me. I'll be happy about it. I thought of a romantic movie. I don't think of Chandni at that time, I must say. Then I started looking for a story. And I came across the writer Kamna Chandra, who wrote Prem Rog.
She's Tanuja Chandra's mother.
Yeah. She told me a story, I liked it. She developed it completely. And with that story in mind, I had never worked with Sridevi. I had seen one film which impressed me very much. Sadma's original version with Kamala Hassan in Bangalore. Amitji showed me the movie. And I was very much impressed by her performance. So when I heard the story, I named the story Chandni. I spoke to Sridevi, I had not met her even. I am Sridevi, you don't know me, knowing you personally, we have not met. I'm making a movie called Chandni, and I want you. She was very, very nice. She said, if you're making a movie, you want me, I'm there. No question asked. I think in my life, never this thing has happened. It happened. I was doing the Muhurat of Chandni in this Center Hotel. With that very story.
All invite. Everyone was meant to be invited.
Base story. Vinod Khanna, Rishi Kapoor and Sridevi. This is the first time I'm telling you a secret of a director to a director. And it was a very, very romantic shot, and the flowers are showered on them. While I was taking this shot and that poetry in the background and all that, I thought what I was doing. I'm making a movie with these 3 most beautiful, handsome-looking boys and girls. And their story was a sad story.
The second half, I believe,
was
there
very,
was a
very
child angle.
sad and child, and bringing up to the question of morbidity, you can say, was there. But it was a sad story. You can call it study arty story.
Okay.
That very night, when I was taking the Moorish shot, it was in the month of November or December, I don't exactly remember. And I was to shoot on the 28th or 29th of January in Delhi with the complete first schedule. Everything was planned, all the schedule, all the dates. Next morning, I called my writers, dialogue writers, Anand and others, and I say, I don't want this second half. Let's work day and night. Make into a pleasant and most wonderful story, most intense romantic story.
And you dropped the tragedy angle.
We could only work, we worked detail-wise till the schedule which we were making Delhi. Otherwise, do you have the line, we'll do like this. Okay, let's go. I went to Delhi. I remember next morning I was shooting. Sridevi came, that was first day of our shooting with her. I said, Sri, before I shoot tomorrow, I must just tell you some change. There's no child in the film. There's no son of yours. Sridevi, I'm top of the world, Jaji. I don't want to hear anything. You just shoot as you feel like. I told Chintu, I've not told the story, but this is the, he said, don't tell me, Jaji. Only tell me what I'm shooting in Delhi. Bas. I've got full faith in you. Don't worry about it. And I started the shooting. So I mean to say, Chandni came out in the era, what you call violent era, I call saturation of violence.
Yeah.
I made that film with great conviction and great excitement. And I believed in the movie that this will work.
Chandni, oh meri Chandni, tu meri Chandni.
And it's also for the first time, I believe, that you started a film while you were still in the midst of making another film, Vijay.
Yeah.
And you've never done that at Yash Raj. That I think your son tells me that somewhere, some part of you was not really happy making Vijay. It was not you. And you wanted, Chandni was more your kind of film.
I can call a Vijay a compromise movie.
And Chandni was what you
I
were meant
believed
to
in.
make.
I was making Vijay because maybe fast and not have worked.
For commercial reasons.
Mashal may not have worked so much. So I said, let me make a film which, according to the formula, will stand. It will run. Of course, Vijay ran. In beginning, few weeks, it ran very well. It gave profit to everybody. It was not a major hit. It was not a flop. But as you were very rightly put it, my heart was not there. No, I'm just compromising for the sake of the box office. I'm compromising myself. So, but Chandni, that was the first movie called to me, which opened the doors for romance.
Indeed. It brought back romance, and we are still all reaping the benefits of that phase.
That because I just remember one day, one very, very prominent critic told me, how come you're making this movie? There's no highlights in the movie. Because you mean to say there are no fights in the movie. Highlights, what do you call? If you think a fight is a highlight, I feel a song is a highlight, is a bigger highlight because song remains with you after you go out of the theatre.
But definitely not a
Waiting
fight.
for a long time. I have got 6, 7, 8 songs. I think they are highlights of my film. They will be audio-wise, visual-wise. And Sridevi, I wanted to dress her most simply. Chandni means purity, means whiteness, means innocence. Most of the I broke all the barriers. She has no hairdo, no jewelry, and no. Most of the film she was in white.
You brought in a look in Chandni that was replicated all over North India and even here with us in Bombay. They called it the Chandni Salwar Kameez, the Chandni look, which was all white with resham work and then shaded dupattas or layering dupattas, like which you brought back in a big way. In fact, there were stores that were named after Chandni. It was a wave in North India. And I believe when Sridevi wore those costumes, she herself was slightly uncomfortable initially because she had never worn such subtle costumes ever. How did you deal with all of that?
No, I just asked her 2 questions, Sridevi. We were working in a film. In the first set, she was very, very ordinary. She's a girl from middle class family.
Yeah.
Very ordinary.
Delhi girl.
Even she was from UP. The story.
Yeah.
She came to Delhi when she falls in love with Rishi Kapoor, engagement, all that. Otherwise, she's a girl from UP. Very ordinary clothes. I say, Sridevi, as we are working, I have faith in your talent, in your performance as an actress. If you have faith in me as a director, I like to present you as I want it. Yes, ji, I've got full faith in you. You do one thing. In that film, first of all, Bhanu Thaiya was there,
Designer.
designer. I even took her to Delhi because some design costumes were not able to complete. And we completed the designs in Delhi itself. After that, because Bhanu was busy, then I brought the other lady and we finished the costume. That look was there in a fantastic way.